Hello everyone. One of the most important technique that is used in data analytics is regression. So this course is all about the various aspects and techniques used in regression. Now regression is an important statistical technique used in data analytics, and the purpose of regression is forecasting. So regression is an important technique used in forecasting or estimating the data. So here we construct some equations. We establish a relationship between two variables, a dependent variable and an independent variable. So in regression, a relationship is established between two variables with the help of equations. Now in this course we will be learning how the equations are constructed by using method of least squares. So method of least squares, it is also called as straight line method and trend line method. So we will be constructing the regression equations. We will be establishing a relationship between dependent variable and an independent variable. The regression equation used in method of least squares will be y is equal to a plus bx, where a and b both are constants, and we will estimate the values of a and b with the help of regression equations, which will be summation y is equal to na plus b summation x and summation xy is equal to a summation y plus b summation y square. So all in all, we will be trying to find out the values of variables a and b. So a and b are constants, and we will then try to establish a relationship between dependent variable y and independent variable x with the help of the equation. I repeat, that is y is equal to a plus bx. So we will start with the method of least squares, called as straight line method or trend line method. Moving on, then in this course we will again be constructing the regression equations with the help of regression coefficients byx and bxy. So the construction of equations is very vital in regression, because that's how we establish a relationship between the two variables. One is an independent, another is a dependent variable. So then in the next section we will be constructing the regression equations with the help of regression coefficients. After that we will be finding out the value of correlation coefficient by using regression equations. That's another important aspect of regression. Then that how can the value of correlation coefficient is calculated with the help of regression equations. Ultimately, the value of correlation coefficient, basically there exists a relationship between correlation coefficient and regression coefficients. So the value of r is equal to square root of bxy and byx. So we will be extracting the value of regression coefficients bxy and byx from the regression equations, and then we will be finding out the value of correlation coefficient with the help of regression coefficients. So I am talking a little bit technical, but when we elaborate on all these processes, things will be very interesting for you. So after that we will be discussing the differences between correlation and regression. Right, the basic concepts of correlation, that is, correlation is a technique to find out the degree of relationship between two variables. So correlation is basically a process whereby we ascertain the degree of relationship between two variables, while in regression we establish a relationship between two variables. So remember the basic difference. Correlation is used to find out the degree of relationship between two variables, how much or to what degree the two variables are related to each other. But in regression we will be establishing a relationship between two variables with the help of regression equations, and then with the help of one variable we will be calculating the value of another variable. So these differences we will be discussing in the last section. Overall, it is going to be an interesting journey for you to study about the regression technique, which is gaining significant importance nowadays in data analytics and it's one of the most important statistical techniques which is used in forecasting, right? So have a great time studying the concepts of regression, and hope this journey will be a good one for you.